Alright, this is 7.1 Lesson 2. We're going to look at square roots. Specifically, we're going to look at approximating square roots, and we're going to look at an nth root. We're also going to do some square roots with variables, just because there's a couple questions I had about that. So first things first, if you're asked just to give the approximate answer, the decimal answer, you're going to go to your handy-dandy calculator. So my first example is square root of 75. So square root 75, there's the answer. So normally they're going to ask for, tens place, hundredths place, thousandths place, rounds nearest whole number. It really depends on the problem. And just use your rounding rules for anything like that. So there we go for using a calculator. This symbol right here is the square root symbol, just in case you hadn't seen it before. Alright, getting that out of the way, let's do some real math. Now, example 2, I'm doing the square root of 16x squared. So I'm going to treat this separately. Now what I can do is break up the 16 to be 2 times 8, 2 times 4, 2 times 2, circle my groups to 2, so I pull out a 2, I pull out a 2. Now let's look at the x's. How many x's do I have here? Well, I have 2 of them. X squared is x times x. And again, I'm looking for groups of size 2. Well, that's both of them. So that means an x comes out. So I have 2 times x on the outside and nothing left on the inside, so this is just equal to 4x. Which makes sense. If I work backwards, if I took 4x and I squared it, that's 4x times 4x. In other words, that's 16x squared. Alright, let's do another one. Let's do 60 y to the 5th, and we're going to square root it. So I'm going to look at the number first, which is 60. That's 2 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 5, circle the groups of 2. I pull out a 2, and I'm going to leave behind 3 times a 5. Now let's look at the next thing, which is the y's. I have 5 y's. Y, 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 y. I pull one y out for that group of 2, I pull another y out for that second group of 2, but I leave one on the inside. Okay, there I go. So 2y squared, square root 15y. It may seem a little bit weird at first, but you'll get used to it. Anything that's a group of size 2 gets pulled out. Everything else that isn't stays behind. Now, on some of the problems we have nth root. In this case, we're doing a cube root, so that's a third root. So instead of looking for groups of size 2, I'm going to look for groups of size 3. So I'm going to take my number, which is 24, which is 2 times 12, 2 times 6, 2 times 3, and there's a group of size 3. So I pull out a 2. Look at my x's. I have 5 x's. There's a group of 3, so I pull out an x. I'm leaving behind a 3, and I'm leaving behind 2 x's. So it's cube root 3x squared. Oops. So yeah, there you have it. The cube root of 24x to the 5th is 2x, third root 3x squared. Alright, that's it for for 7.1 Lesson 2.